Hey everybody, Happy New Year. How's it going? I just wanted to check in with you real quick and share with you this presentation and some thoughts on 2013 and how it went and what you can expect for 2014. And I am creating this for all of my active sellers. Some of you have been on the market for a couple weeks, even a couple months, and some of you are even just coming on this week. But I thought this would be good for everybody. Just wanted to recap 2013. First of all, thank you so much for everybody who made it out to our client appreciation party on December 12th. It was really great to see you. For those of you that weren't able to make it, I hope you're able to make it next year. It was a really good time. But just some highlights from this year. I did end the year with $15 million in sales, which was a record for me personally. I couldn't have done that without your referrals. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for your business, obviously. Sold 70 properties. Again, another personal record. And, definitely a lot more than your average agent in Spokane. So my whole family is very grateful for that. I was ranked as one of Spokane's top realtors out of 1,500. The numbers for 2013 haven't officially come out, but it looks like I'll definitely secure a place there in the top. We'll know later in January exactly where we fell, but that was good. As far as the average list price versus sales price percentage, my listings last year sold for 98%, a little bit more than 98% of list price, which is 1% better than average, but hey, in this business, every percent counts. I was able to hunt down buyers for 20% of my listings. Now, what that means is I was able to find buyers who are not represented by another realtor for 20% of my listings this year. And that's quite an accomplishment, really. I mean, what that means is our marketing was so effective that we created buyers, buyers that weren't already working with another agent. We were able to inspire them by talking to the right people and getting in front of the right eyes. I listed and sold one of the top 10 most expensive listings in the surrounding area for this year. That was a large sale, and those are hard to come by and even harder to sell. That's probably the kind of the funnest, coolest thing about that is those upper end listings are not easy ones to sell. I obtained, as a lot of you have recently heard, I obtained a new military specialist designation. With us being so close to Fairchild, it'll be really nice to have that and just be even better positioned to help those that want to buy and sell at a Fairchild, but also to market to active and inactive military members of the military and secure them as buyers for your home. I've already got a number of designations, but this is a new one that I'm excited to implement into my business. And I advised 274 families. This is something that I keep track of throughout the year. I was referred to 274 families this year, and obviously, 70 of those bought and sold properties, but a lot of them were referrals from you guys of folks that just had some basic questions. Some were dealing with the state issue, some were dealing with the title of or transfer of title, some were needing to know the value of their home for different reasons, refinances and divorces and all sorts of things. Some people just were referred to me because they wanted to know if a significant remodeling project they had in mind was going to have a return on investment, if it was really going to increase the value of their home. But whether it's buying or selling or just needing general real estate advice, I appreciate being your trusted advisor, and please feel free to continue to refer me to anybody that you know that just needs some good advice. So goals for 2014. I've heard this from a few of you that you really enjoy the weekly status emails, but a personal phone call would be good. So I'm going to make a stronger effort to, pick up that phone and make sure that we get some one-to-one phone time. I figured this early on New Year's Day, you probably wouldn't be too excited to get a call, but that's something that we'll definitely be doing moving forward. And one to let you know too, feel free to call me anytime. I know a lot of times my clients, it'll be a husband and wife, and the only time they have to chat is at 8 o'clock at night, and they got a question for me. Feel free to give me a call. If I'm available, my phone is on, and I want to be available when you're available. So never hesitate to give me a call too. I'm also planning on completing some advanced training through Dave Ramsey, his office, and Buffini and Company, which is another nationwide real estate coaching company. They specialize in top producers throughout the country. I've been to a couple of their trainings. I've got an upcoming one in February, and that one really focuses on marketing ideas that are working across the country and implementing ideas that are being successful in other areas here. And so I'm excited to do that. And another goal for 2014 is to hire another full-time assistant to assist with my marketing efforts and office administration. I'll always be your primary point of contact no matter what. I'll always be the one that negotiates on your behalf. But having that office support and additional office support will be good. And I've got a website. Some of you have seen it before. It's partners.jonaselber.com. It's a website that I use to promote some of my trusted tradesmen of all sorts. I mean, painters, drywallers, even accountants and barbers, all sorts of things. As my clients move into the area, they're often asking me for all sorts of referrals to different types of services, mechanics, you name it. So if you know somebody that you think would be a good one to include on this directory, somebody that offers excellent customer service, is trustworthy, and has done a great job for you in any sort of business, any business owner that you know, please feel free to let me know and make that introduction. I'm always adding to this list. You'd be amazed at how many calls I get of people just asking for those general types of referrals, especially clients that are newer to the area. So what's next for your home? It's time to reset our presets. We are in a new year. We are almost starting from scratch. It's an interesting time of year where between now and into February, a lot of our buyers who want to buy but haven't been active are coming out of hibernation. The holidays are now over, and they're getting out there and starting to look. And so we need to just go back to basics and even do some of the marketing activities that we've already done, do them again, because we're going to start to see fresh eyes and fresh bodies out there again, and we want to make sure we're in front of them all. So we're going to be contacting agents that have recently done business in your area, agents that have represented buyers and sellers, ones that have created a niche in your neighborhood, and making sure that they're aware of our listing. If they represented sellers, we're going to ask them who looked at their listing that didn't make an offer. If they represented buyers, we're going to ask them if their buyer knows anybody else that wants to move into the neighborhood. We're going to be touring our active competition and getting a better feel for our competition, and seeing which agents have been showing other listings, and making sure that we're not leaving any stone unturned. That'll be really important, especially as people come out. I want to make sure that I'm in all the active listings that are our direct competition. There's a feature some of you have heard about called reverse prospecting, where because of my enhanced subscription to the MLS, I'm able to find out which buyers are set up on an automated search with their agent, with a search that meets your criteria. And I'm able to call their agent and say, hey, I see that you're working with a buyer who, has this automated search that meets our criteria. Why haven't you brought them over? Or, want to make sure that they see it, and just really target out of those 1,700 agents in Spokane, more or less, the ones that are actually doing business in our neighborhood. That's what all of this is really about. We're going to be fine-tuning our online advertising, going back to all the websites that we're currently being promoted on, making sure that they've got accurate information. A lot of times, some of these websites will draw information directly from the MLS, which is accurate, and sometimes they'll pull information from other sources, and we want to make sure that they're not missing a bedroom or bathroom count or the square footage or whatever. We want to make sure that all of that is really accurate. We're also going to be doing some specific neighborhood advertising. What I found is contacting my past clients that live in your neighborhood and asking them if they know anybody that wants to move into the neighborhood has been really effective. A lot of times people know in the back of their mind who they'd like to have as neighbors, and who they know that want to move into the neighborhood. So we're going to be kind of building on that, and I'm looking for opportunities to advertise advertise in, like, for example, I live in the Ponderosa neighborhood, and we've got a Ponderosa magazine that comes out just for our neighborhood. Advertising and things like that. Any sort of just local advertising opportunities that's really specific to the neighborhood we're going to be looking for. So if you know of something like that, let me know, and we'll see if it's a good way to spend our marketing dollars. And we're going to be doing some office promotions. As some of you have heard, I've given away a number of iPads this year. I ran a couple different iPad promotions where I told agents and advertised, hey, sell one of my listings. Not only will you get your commission, but I personally will buy you an iPad. And for whatever reason, that seemed to be a big hit. They know me by name down at the Apple store from this year. And it's just been a fun thing to get agents talking and to get agents excited. Between now and Valentine's Day, we're going to be running a promotion that's, hey, sell one of my listings and get a free night at the Coeur d'Alene Resort and a dozen roses. So just kind of something fun, something that gets people talking. And, it's just one more thing that helps us stand out above the rest. But anyways, I appreciate your time taking a look at this. I hope you had a great 2013. I'm looking forward to working with you and getting your home sold in 2014. And if you got any questions, just give me a buzz. I'm sure we'll talk soon, but I just wanted to get this recap out to you and wish you all a happy new year. Thanks so much.